Yuhan was a high school student known throughout the city for his outstanding achievements. He excelled in academics, dominated in sports competitions, and worked part-time after school to support himself and his younger brother. Despite his young age, he carried responsibilities far beyond those of most teenagers. Because of his intelligence, athletic ability, and hardworking nature, he was admired by both students and teachers. Many saw him as the perfect student. However, beneath his calm and disciplined exterior was a lonely young man who had never truly experienced love. Everything changed when Jingwu arrived. Jingwu came from a wealthy family. She was beautiful, petite, and elegant, with delicate features that attracted attention wherever she went. Unfortunately, her personality was far less charming. She possessed a sharp tongue and little patience for people she considered foolish. Her blunt honesty often crossed the line into cruelty. In fact, she had been transferred from her previous school after publicly insulting and humiliating one of her teachers during an argument. Despite her difficult personality, she had two close friends who had known her since childhood, Medio and Zhang Ping. The two understood her better than anyone else. They knew that behind her cold exterior was someone who struggled to trust others. On her first day at her new school, the classroom buzzed with curiosity. When the teacher introduced her, all eyes turned toward the beautiful transfer student. "Please introduce yourself," the teacher said. Jingwu stood calmly. "My name is Jingwu. That's all." The class immediately erupted into whispers. "She's gorgeous. I wonder if she has a boyfriend. I'm definitely asking her out. She's way out of your league." Ignoring every word, Jingwu walked to her assigned seat and sat down without the slightest expression on her face. Most students were fascinated by her beauty. Yuhan was fascinated by something else. Her indifference. While everyone else desperately sought her attention, she acted as though none of them existed. For a brief moment, Yuhan felt his heart skip a beat. The feeling caught him completely off guard. And from that moment onward, he couldn't stop thinking about her. Chapter 2. The Pursuit. Yuhan decided he would win her heart. At first, he tried simple gestures. He greeted her every morning. She ignored him. He offered to help carry her books. She refused. He bought her snacks. She returned them. He confessed his feelings. She rejected him. Again, and again, and again. Most people would have given up. Yuhan didn't. Months passed. While Jingwu continued to push him away, she gradually began noticing something different about him. Unlike the others who admired her beauty, Yuhan genuinely cared about her. He never mocked her flaws. He never spread rumors about her. He never abandoned her when she insulted him. Slowly, the walls around her heart began to crack. One afternoon, after another of Yuhan's confessions, she sighed. "You're incredibly annoying." Yuhan smiled. "I know. You're not giving up, are you?" "No." For the first time, a small smile appeared on her face. "Fine." Yuhan froze. "Fine? I'll give you a chance." The happiest moment of his life had finally arrived. Chapter 3. A Dark Obsession. After graduation, Yuhan's feelings for Jingwu changed. What had once been love slowly transformed into obsession. He became terrified of losing her. Every time she spent time with someone else, he grew jealous. Every time she talked about her future, he worried she would leave him behind. His fear consumed him. Eventually, it drove him to do something unforgivable. He isolated her from others and controlled every aspect of her life. What he called love became a prison. Jingwu felt betrayed. The man she had finally trusted had become someone she no longer recognized. Years of fear, anger, and humiliation followed. One day, after enduring enough suffering, she managed to escape. Without looking back, she disappeared from his life. And for the first time, Yuhan understood what true loss felt like. Chapter 4. Reunion. Several years passed. Yuhan inherited his father's corporation and became one of the youngest CEOs in the country. The success meant little to him. No matter how much time passed, he could not forget Jingwu. Meanwhile, Jingwu had rebuilt her life. Through hard work and determination, she secured a position at a prestigious company. Ironically, that company belonged to Yuhan. Neither of them knew they would meet again. Then one morning, the elevator doors opened. Their eyes met. The world seemed to stop. Yuhan stared at her in disbelief. Jingwu immediately recognized him. Memories she had spent years trying to bury flooded back. The elevator ride felt endless. Neither of them spoke, yet thousands of emotions passed between them. Chapter 5. Truth and Redemption. Yuhan spent months trying to speak with her. This time, however, he was different. Gone was the possessive young man who believed love meant ownership. The years of regret had changed him. He apologized repeatedly, not because he wanted forgiveness, but because he genuinely understood the pain he had caused. At first, Jingwu wanted nothing to do with him, yet as time passed, she noticed how much he had changed. For the first time, he respected her choices. He respected her freedom. He respected her. One evening, they finally confronted the past. I hated you, Jingwu admitted. Yuhan lowered his head. I know. You destroyed my trust. I know. I never thought I could forgive you. Yuhan's voice trembled. You don't have to. Silence filled the room. Then Jingwu spoke again. But I can see you're not the same person anymore. For the first time in years, both of them cried. The truth they had avoided for so long finally came out. Despite everything, neither had completely forgotten the other. After a long journey of healing and rebuilding trust, they decided to start over. Years later, they married. Chapter 6. The Honeymoon Attack. Their happiness did not last long. During their honeymoon, armed assassins ambushed them. The attack was sudden and deadly. Fortunately, Yuhan's security team managed to get them to safety. After an investigation, the mastermind was revealed. Song-woo, Yuhan's adoptive brother. Song-woo had recently returned from abroad and wanted control of the family's enormous fortune. As long as Yuhan remained alive, he would never inherit the company. So he decided to eliminate him. Chapter 7. Brothers at War. Knowing they were still targets, Yuhan and Jingwu moved to a secure location. For several weeks, they lived in hiding while loyal guards and investigators gathered evidence against Song-woo. The conflict escalated into a dangerous battle of strategy and influence. Song-woo continued making desperate attempts to seize control, but every move he made pushed him closer to defeat. Eventually, the authorities obtained enough evidence to arrest him. The court found him guilty of conspiracy, attempted murder, and multiple financial crimes. Song-woo was sentenced to prison. For the first time, the threat hanging over Yuhan's family disappeared. Epilogue. A new beginning. Several years later, peace finally returned. Yuhan and Jingwu welcomed a son into the world. They named him Shal. The child inherited his mother's bright eyes and his father's determination. Shal adored his father and followed him everywhere. Whenever Yuhan returned home from work, Shal would run toward him with excitement. Watching their son laugh filled both parents with happiness. Looking back, Yuhan understood that true love was not possession. It was trust. And Jingwu understood that forgiveness was not forgetting the past. It was choosing to move forward. Together, they built a future neither of them had ever imagined. And for the first time in their lives, they were truly free.